Got the fresh cut, y'all. What's going on, guys? Just walking into my got the blazer here, so this is we gonna put some respect on some things here. Just walking into my Allen Iverson, just my quick career just thought video here. Damn, blazer's kind of wrinkled here. But just threw this to the side and was like, you know what? If I'm gonna do an Iverson video, I gotta put some respect on it. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about him being where he was drafted at. I'm not gonna talk about some of the things some of the honors he won throughout his career. I'm just gonna talk about what Allen Iverson meant to me and what he probably meant to you also. His birthday is coming up. I believe his documentary is coming out also. So it's just the perfect timing to just make a little quick Allen Iverson video. For those who don't know me, Allen Iverson is my favorite NBA player ever, my favorite athlete ever. What Allen Iverson meant to me, he was a superhero for me. Growing up watching, I didn't watch too much cartoons. I didn't watch too much, things kids probably would watch. I watched a lot of sports. My granny she watched sports, so I watched sports with her and things like that. So anytime a ball game was on, I watched it, and she loved her Knicks, her Knickerbockers. So I attached myself as a kid to the Sixers and Iverson because growing up and playing basketball for myself, Allen was usually, and probably not usually, but just it was a certain he was going to be the smallest guy in the court. And when I played sports, most of the time, if I wasn't the smallest, I was the second smallest. And to watch him do some of the things on the court that he did was simply amazing and so inspirational for just the smaller people in such a bigger person's sport. Basketball, as normally is just, you look at it for the trees, the tall guys, and things like that. But Allen, listed at 6 feet, and for being honest, Allen's maybe not 6 feet tall. 165 pounds. And when you say a true competitor in his sport, it should be a picture of Allen Iverson right there, because Allen brought it every night. If Allen had a bad game, you would see it. He wore his emotions on his sleeves, but Allen tried to win every damn game, and he played his heart out. And it was just so inspiring for myself just to see that. Allen, like I said, Allen Iverson was like a superhero to me, and I wanted to be just like him. From his shoes, I had so many of his shoes, to his jerseys, to the wristbands, to the headbands, to even going to school and being in the school league and whatnot, and playing basketball. I would imitate my free throw like his. I would watch him the way he would show up to games. I would do the same thing. I seen one game, Allen came to the game in sweatpants, I think, some baggy sweatpants with a lollipop in his mouth. So before my game, I made sure I went to the gas station. I had my shorts wasn't, my sweatpants weren't baggy like his sweatpants were, but I pulled them under my butt, made sure they looked baggy, and got myself a lollipop. Allen Iverson, he wore Dorags. I had me Dorags. When I was maybe 7 or 8 years old, when I first got my ear pierced, we all know Allen Iverson for earrings and those big diamonds he had. I had to get me a big diamond. in my ear. The result of that was my ear started closing, pus in my ear, and that was the day I realized that I could not wear a fake earring, and I didn't have Iverson money to get a real earring. You know, Allen started to wear the sleeve. If he's the first player I can remember wearing the sleeve, and I didn't know really what the sleeve was. I had no clue what it was. I didn't know if it was a stocking. I'm like, is it a sock? I had no clue what it was. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a sock. I'm gonna get a long sock, and I'm gonna cut out the foot part. I'm gonna cut out the foot part. So I cut out the foot part. I made sure my mom would not see this, and I put the sock on my arm like Iverson. He had a sleeve. I had my sock on there, just like him. And I went there to ball, just like he did. Him in the sleeve, mine's in the sock. And my friend Talon, he asked me, he's like, "Yo, man, is that a sock?" I'm like, no. And I quickly put it away with embarrassment, but that was too late. But that's just how much Iverson meant to me. Iverson's known for his tattoos. He was known for his tattoos, and so anytime I can round up a few coin to get myself some tattoos out of the, you put the coins in and you push it and you get a tattoo, you get a fake tattoo, put water on it, you press on it, get yourself a tattoo. I did it. I saved up maybe $3.50 or whatever it was, and I just put these tattoos on my arm, tattoo on my neck, just like Iverson. And what I would do was, when it was time for a shower, I would not scrub my arm hard. I would not clean my arm hard at all. I would just let water hit it, but I wouldn't scrub it. I wanted to get braids. I wanted to get braids, but my hair wouldn't grow. And my mother, she was like, you know what, you're cutting that nappy stuff off your head. And, at that age, she was just giving me straight number zeros. Is it called number zero, straight baldy? She was giving me the Montel Williams. That's what my mom was doing. Then maybe a couple years later, she'll bring me to the shop. But, Allen was just a tremendous player. When you think about guards from, late 90s, 2000s, you think about Iverson, you think about Tracy McGrady, you think about Kobe Bryant, you think about Vince Carter. Did I say Jason Kidd? You think about Jason Kidd. Steve Francis was a good player. Stephen Marbury. Who am I missing? Hopefully Ray Allen. Ray Allen with the fade on the Bucks. That was a good Bucks team. You think about all of that, man, and where I'm at the age I am now, and I'm looking back at that, and I'm like, wow, man, all the guys that I watched and grew up and had these conversations in 3rd and 4th grade, arguments at the lunch table about they're retiring. They're done. Vince Carter, I think, is the only guy that's left playing in the league, and good for him. But I just wish, I just wish I would have got a chance to see Iverson win a ring. We ran into a great Lakers team. We ran into a dynasty at that time, and there was no way we were going to beat them. And it's just, you look at that and you say, that's a team that's built wrong. When you just have Iverson and then you just have a bunch of guys that, older Mutombo, Aaron McKee off the bench, guys like that, you just say that's a team that's built incorrectly. But it just shows, man, how hard it is to just win, for great players to win in their respective sports. Like I said, Trace McGrady. I don't think Trace McGrady has been to the second round in a playoff. I know he's never been to a conference final, but I don't think Trace McGrady has made it to a second round. So it would have been nice to see Iverson, even if, as much as I love him, it would have just been nice to see Iverson in his, the last excuse me, 3 years, before he retired or whatnot, just be at to hang at the end of the bench to get a ring. Just I would love just to see him on a podium. Put his best impression of Juwan Howard and things like that, just to see him win a ring, man. But I think Iverson, he, for some of the things we loved about him, competitor, hard player, great player, explosive, kept keeping it real, just things like an honest guy. Some of that hurt him. Some people don't like you to be too honest, things like that, too real. And some of those things probably hurt him where he didn't get the chances to play on the bench down the line. Probably he made some owners, some general managers, some front office personnel people across the league, he probably rubbed them the wrong way. I know as soon as he came in the league, they just started him as a thug and things like that. So it's just one of those things where you have to be careful about some of the things you say, because you probably burn some bridges, And Iverson, you look at it and you would say Iverson's good enough to be on someone's bench, but Iverson is over here playing ball in Turkey. No disrespect. But this video is getting long. It was just my quick thoughts, man. I'm hoping that, like I said, all the players that I grew up watching, man, they're retiring. They say good things last forever. Man, they truly don't. Which bad things don't last forever either. But it's so weird when you have these silly sports where you have men and women putting a ball through a net, kicking a ball around. You have a puck on the ice. You got somebody wearing a helmet, shoulder pads, and running with a leather ball. That it could pretty much mean something. Like there's so many things you can take out of a silly sport, and you put it to life. And like I said, this video is getting too long, but I'm just hoping that. I'm happy that he got inducted to the Hall of Fame, getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. I'm just hoping that with that comes just some respect, and hopefully he finally gets his due and things like that, man. But congratulations to Allen Iverson, my favorite athlete ever, favorite NBA player ever. Truly an inspiration on my life as a young kid from an urban city, coming up to just play basketball, showing that no matter what size you are, it doesn't mean anything, and it just means how hard you play is what it's all about. So guys, were you an Iverson fan? Were you not? Guys, like this video, dislike this video, share this video. Much respect to Allen Iverson, man. I'm out.